Hey everybody, welcome back to B-Man School of Business. Remember, this mission is really about helping college kids and young kids that are studying business in school to just share some information and bridge into their career. And we're talking about a lot of different topics. You can email me if you have questions or things that you'd like to talk about. But today, I wanted to talk a little bit about what happens when you take on an internship, or it's your first job, or you're looking at things. And I realize when you start a job, you're gonna have a basic function you're gonna learn. If you're in accounting, you're gonna learn accounting stuff, right? You're gonna do processes. If you're a salesperson, you're gonna learn about selling. This would be really important if you were a salesperson. But if you wanted to grow in a company and really understand it, there's some things that you need to know about your company and its interaction with customers. So this is critical, and we'll talk a little bit about this, and just bear with me here. So the first thing, when you work with a client and you're servicing them, they have a problem or they have an issue, or they have something. Maybe they and it could be a lot of things. I mean, I'm in the manufacturing business, and we do maintenance on equipment, but maybe you're selling cars, or maybe you're cutting grass, or maybe you're doing whatever. So there's some things that the customer thinks about when they want to solve a problem, right? When they want to buy something. And so it's like quality is one of the issues. You know, what level of quality in the solution, car, it could be food, right? What's the quality of the food that I'm going to buy? So that's one of the key criteria you need to understand. The second thing would be delivery. Doesn't do you any good to buy something if they can't deliver it, right? I want to buy a new car, but they haven't got any. Or how many times do we show up at the restaurant, they got great food and we love this pasta, and we ask the waitress, hey, we want this pasta, and they go, oh, sorry, we're out. And then the third key component is cost. And so the customer has a problem or needs something, has a need. We all evaluate it kind of in these three things. And you can remember one way to think about it, like good, fast, and cheap, right? Kind of the thoughts when we buy something. So understanding the customers of your company that you work for and what their problems are and how they think about those problems in the context of these three criteria. This is kind of high level, but and depending what kind of problems they have and what they're selling, these can take on a different level of importance based on what we're talking about. So you go to internship, you got a new job, understanding customers, and then understanding your company's products or services, and which really boils down to their capabilities and how they're packaged. So understanding, and there could be multiple products, there could be multiple problems with customers, so this is just not linear, but to give you the concept. So we have capabilities that are packaged, and they're going to help with something. So, like, look at this. So, okay, our capability addresses quality. This is where the problem is. The customer's really worried about the quality. If it's food, boy, I want the best food. That's really important to me. Or I'm buying a fancy car, a BMW or something. So high quality is really important to me. So how does this match? How do my products, if this is the area that the customer has and their number one concern when they're buying a solution, product, or problem, solving their problem, how does my capabilities, my product, match up and drive value for quality? How do we really help them with their quality problem? There could be another one, right? So what if it's delivery? Now it's interesting, you know, you think about delivery, we go to the grocery store, we want some type of bread, and this has happened to me recently. You want to go buy a loaf of bread, you've got an idea of the kind you want. It's going to be white bread, it's going to be countryside, it's going to be something really good, but they don't have it on the shelf. So what happens? Why is delivery so important? Because if they don't have it on the shelf, I buy something else. I don't walk away without buying it. So delivery is really important for that particular type of service or product. And then the other would be, interestingly enough, cost. So, you know, when you're thinking about cars, you're thinking about the quality of the car, you think about how long do they have it, and what's the cost. This may be a big driver. So depending on your customer and their needs and your capabilities of service or products, any one of these could be the most important for any particular customer. And interestingly enough, when we have these capabilities that are packaged into products, and when we're selling, we talk in the context of how these address the most important buying criteria for the customer. So the point of this whole video is really, if you're going to go and you got an internship or you're starting a new job, learn your basic job, get down, dig in, really understand what's needed, 7:30 to 3:30, whatever the time is, 7:30, 4:30, whatever yours, be there on time, working hard, learn and ask a lot of questions, and you get your basic job down, you'll want to start to understand how the business works, how the customer service products create value in one of these key criteria. It'll be important, it'll help you grow, understand the business, make better decisions as you grow into leadership and grow and gives you an opportunity to grow in your career. So I hope this helps. It's a little high level, and I didn't pick any one specific product. I could, if somebody's interested in doing a little research or diving into a particular product and how these criteria, buying criteria matter. But it's kind of interesting ways. This does give you some structure to start to think about who you're working for, what are their customers, what are their needs, how do they qualify their needs, and then how are we serving them with our service or products. Anyway, as usual, feel free to send me a note at bmccully01@gmail.com, and happy to adjust this training or do something different. But I thought this was kind of should be an interesting way to think about a business as you're moving in, you're getting into school, you're coming into a new business, and really start to understand it. Thanks. Hope it helps. Send me some feedback if you like, and we'll see you next time.